a wonderful play written by a Filipino featuring Filipino actors. And, of course, we Filipinos are very talented. A lot of us are in the theater. And you've met him before. Eric Esteban is back on Kababayan, LA. And he actually brought his friend along, Amy Lynn. Hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA. First time,
Thank
right?
you. Yes, first time.
Very beautiful actress from Stockton.
Yes,
right?
Stockton.
And both of you are appearing on delos Santos. Who is delos Santos?
Well, delos Santos is a play about a Filipino-American family written by Boni Alvarez,
a Filipino-American
prolific playwright.
Yeah, he wrote Ruby, Tragically Rotund, and now delos Santos is his next big production, and it's really just been an honor to be a part of this Filipino-American story.
Right.
And yeah, the delos Santos is the unborn child that my wife in the play is carrying and hopefully brings to term, and we have our continuation of the delos Santos bloodline.
Because the story is the wife has been pregnant in the past, but there has been problems.
Yes.
And so for the third time she's pregnant, and, you know, true to our Filipino custom and practice, we don't want to talk about it because we don't want to jinx it, and so nobody wanted to talk about it. Except for your character, Amy
my
Lynn.
character.
Yes.
So my character is named Sampaguita, and she is a Filipino immigrant that is kind of fresh off the boat. And she somehow, well, I can tell more about the story.
Yeah.
So she somehow happens to be in a birthing house in their neighborhood.
Okay.
Birthing house being these immigrants, they come from the Philippines, and
they don't have health insurance.
They don't have health insurance.
Yes.
They somehow got a hold of a lot of money to get themselves to the United States to have their baby in California and then either go back to the States.
Well,
I mean, go back to the Philippines or somehow stay.
And
here.
also,
I don't know.
You know, when the baby's born, obviously they're born on American soil, so they're an American citizen. So it kind of helps them to stay here.
Exactly, exactly.
And her character is part of this illegal birthing house, and it's right down the street from our house.
That's interesting.
And it's set actually in Los Angeles.
It's in Larchmont Village.
In Hancock Park, basically, which is the fanciest neighborhood in Los Angeles.
No, that sounds like a wonderful play because then it talks about a Filipino tradition. It talks about this Filipino, you know, what happens in the Filipino community with that birthing houses. And it's not just in birthing houses. I know even some of my friends from the Philippines, you know, they come here when they're pregnant,
so their
carrying it to full term.
Of course.
And they can afford, they have the means, but it's just, they just think that it's for safety or security.
And also your character talks a lot about how this baby has to be good for something.
Right.
And it's funny how, like, their characters,
I mean, the reason,
you know,
I mean, the way I got pregnant was, like, unfortunate. And, you know, I'm not in relation with the father and stuff like that. So my parents, that's a shameful situation in Filipino culture, send me to the States being like, well, that's how it's going to be a positive thing in our lives. So.
Your character.
My character.
How many cast members are there?
There's 10.
10.
Wow.
It's a big Filipino family, but it's a Filipino-American family. So there's African-American woman, my wife is white, you know, everybody, it's a mixed
And so is it a comedy, a drama? Will there be singing,
That's the
crying?
There'll be maybe a little singing, but it's not a musical.
There's some crying happening. Some
but
tears
because
will be shed.
Boni is brilliant to weave the comedy and the drama together, because yes, there's a lot of drama, but you don't see it coming until the end, because it's so funny. It's funny to watch these people and live their lives and then see how they interact with this new Filipino whirlwind that comes into our house.
And plus her story alone, the way you're talking about it, seems a little tragic and sad.
Well, what is great is, so Sampaguita comes in and she kind of invades the family a little bit. She meets...
Rocks the boat.
Yeah, she rocks the boat. She meets Madison, his wife, who is Caucasian. And so it turned, and
wonderfully played by Heather Preet, by the way. We have to mention, because
so you're the troublemaker.
And I also failed to mention that I'm 7 months pregnant.
Oh, also. Okay, so this is going to be a hilarious play, and I think you're going to pick up a thing or two also about Filipino culture. That's the information on the screen. They only have, what, 9 more?
6 more.
6 more shows left, all the way until September. 9 is my birthday.
Yay!
That's the address. That's the phone number. Call now for tickets, and I will see you there because I would love to watch this.
Yay.
More power, break a leg.
Thank you so much.
Filipino American Symphony Orchestra music when we return on the show. Don't go away.